Hello, it's Kev here. Once again, now what we're doing for this video, we're having a look at Cambridge 19 Academic Writing Task number 1. So it's been a while since we've done Writing Task 1. If you're watching on my channel on YouTube, if you're watching on IELTS 9 Pro or Parrot or whatever, because we started, I think it's been like a year now. So when Cambridge 18 came out last year, we did all the Writing Task 1, then we did 17, 16, 15. I think we got down to number 3. We didn't do quite all. The ones from 20 years ago were a bit outdated, so we didn't do Cambridge 3, 2 and 1. And we did all the essay tasks as well. Now, recently, we've done samples and commentary on the essays from Cambridge 19, test 1, 2, 3, 4. So now we're going to do task 1. So now this is the one about activities in Melbourne in some sporty, some social centre. Okay, so we've got this kind of here. So we've got number of participants on the x-axis, the year on the y-axis, 2000 to 2020. 5 different activities, so looking for those key trends and features. We can see that's the biggest, that's the smallest, that went up, that went down, those two remained the same. And that's pretty much it. It's pretty straightforward. Writing task 1, you just have to make sure that you get your overview in, usually your 3 key trends and features. If you've watched my other videos, then you will have seen that. So there's a bit of paraphrasing here. You know, the graph gives information on illustrations. If you don't want to use show, shows gives information on different things here. We need to change it round a bit. Don't simply do a copy and paste job. We've got to paraphrase it. Now you can probably see the whole thing on the screen at once. I'll get it a bit smaller if I can, if it's going to let me do that. Come on. Smaller. Oh, right. It's not working very well today. But anyway, right. So 207 words. I think it's 207. Let me check. I wrote it yesterday. Oh, 214 now. Never mind. Anyway, so part 1, paraphrase. The line chart shows blah blah blah. Right. Key trends and features, table tennis and music increased, amateur dramatics went down, that was the biggest and relatively stable. Martial arts similarly remained unchanged. Right? So what's gone up, what's gone down, what stayed the same, what's the biggest? That's it. Then you just go into your figures and your details, beginning in 2000, 64, you can use these adverb verbs, dipped, slightly, considerably, increased. Or you can do the adjective and noun, a slight dip. As long as you mix them up, that's all that you need. So you've got like adjective and noun, significant decline. You've got your adverb verb, dipped and slightly. As long as you do that, you can mix them up so it's not the same structure every time. All right. What's your prepositions? So it's if it's at a particular number, it's at 65. A high point of, a high of, at, etc. The reason I mention that is because we have a sample from one of our people at IELTS 9 Pro in the group on Telegram who sent us their sample. I just made a couple of comments and changes. So this is it really. It's pretty straightforward stuff. You just have to introduction, overview, they're pretty easy, and then organize your information, figures and details. Okay, so this was not particularly challenging. So this is the one that one of our students wrote. Now there's a few things here, right. So, okay, introduction is not too bad, but don't forget if you've got a list and a comma, and musical performances, social complex, that's good. It's not necessarily the same as centre, but that's good. We don't need an article. It's just film club. It's not a film club. There's not more than one. So that was the highest, upward trend. So that went up, that went down, and that was relatively stable. Okay. Now, the only thing that I changed here, surpassed from each others. That's not very good as a phrase. Surpassed from each others. What? So you can surpass each other. So to surpass means to go further or do more. So I'm not quite sure, that doesn't really work there. Surpassed from each other, I'm not really sure. And how can it, sparked an increase? Well, how can you spark? So a number of people join. So, you can spark an increase and people can join, but the number of people joining doesn't necessarily spark an increase. So I wouldn't use those two phrases. Then you need to watch your prepositions, right? Increase sharply to. But if you're using than, less than, more than, that's a comparative, yeah? So a considerable adjective, because decline is a noun, considerable decline of less. So either below 10, get rid of than, or of less than 10. I mean, you've got this, moreover, the number started from 2000. Okay, musical solos activity from 2005 with 0, but what did it go up to? So, anyway, not too bad. Not too bad, just a couple of minor points. But these writing task ones, they're pretty straightforward stuff. It's just, description, simple description. That's it, okay? Anyway, right, I'll just leave that there. You can pause it and have a peep. There's more than one way that you can do this one, but as long as you've got that overview, key trends and features, what's the biggest, what's gone up, what's gone down, etc., that's it. Then you just logically describe your data in detail with some figures, and that's it. Okay, I'll just pause that there. Okay, good. So next one's going to be Cambridge 19 test number 2. I'll see you there. Bye for now.